Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. So today I'll do compare video with Raev Bullet and Raev Bullet GT. I was asked many questions before, what's the difference, and you probably also wonder what's the difference, why is the price difference like $400 from MSRP. Currently there is $200 off on the Bullet first batch, and I'll explain you this situation as well. After this video you will know which one you like and which one you want to go. They're also coming with another model probably at the end of the August, most likely, with GTX, which will have a larger frame, bigger battery most likely, bigger motor, faster, and the price will be also attached to it as bigger. So let's start with the Bullet. The Bullet is this one black color. They come in different colors, but you can check link in description to see what is available. Number one, both of them have one of the comfortable seat. Okay, so I like both of them, but I want to show you the difference. So you can see they are not as tall, but they are not as short. They are actually somewhere in the right position for the e-moped style bike. So pedaling, you can do it easily if you want to pedal, but I honestly never want to pedal them when I ride them. I want to just enjoy the zooming around neighborhood with my daughter, with my son, or by myself, go to the store. The wheels actually exactly the same on both of the models, 20x4, and the tires are CTS BFT 20x4 on both of them, so about the same traction as you can see, and there's not much difference. The Bullet does not come with the fenders, but I believe you can buy them if you want to, and I like them actually without. With the GT, there's small fenders. It's just actually visual fenders to looking cool. I don't think they will actually protect you much if you're gonna run in rain, like right in rain or anything, but they're really looking good. The front fender maybe give you some protection, but again, I never really use them in the rain, and we didn't have rains in California recently. So you can see the battery different. So the Bullet comes like kind of minimized with everything. There's no rear suspension, as you can see. So it comes with a smaller battery, 48x13 I believe amp, and the Raev GT Bullet GT come with a 20 amp, and there is options to have a dual battery, which will have additional battery underneath attached, which is additional 8 amp battery. So you get like 48x28 amp battery, and the price actually very reasonably for that bicycle as well. So if you're planning to ride longer distance, highly recommend to get with dual battery. And again, I notice some companies advertise huge batteries, but they are not holding that well. I rode it many times. I almost like 70 miles on it already, and the battery I only charged twice I believe. The battery holding really good on this Raev GT, Bullet GT, and the Bullet. So the battery is great, and even on this bike you can get a really good range. I never tested for the range. I usually after a ride I usually charge them after few rides, like when the battery like close to the 50%, I usually start to charge them, and I actually charge only a few times. So both of them come with nice headlight, actually the same headlights on both of them, exactly the same. And this both of them as first batch. The second batch might have improvement because they did work on improvement, and you will get some improvement on the second batch, which is going to be. So this is the first batch, currently only $1,200. If you check link in description, there's a code, you can save another $100, so it will be only like $1,100, which is a really good deal. It comes with a front fork with a little suspension, so it's a just basic fork. Nothing to be like proud of, but again, it gave you nice street ride. No rear suspension, but you got really solid frame, which is probably better weight holding. As you can see, it's kind of a nice design. With a GT model, you got rear suspension, which is like 100 not 100, it's 1000 pounds rear suspension, which is kind of stiff. It does give you a little bit support when you jump off the curb or anything, but at the same time I would not say it's too smooth, like soft when you jump. So it's kind of give you some kind of suspension a little bit better than Bullet, but regardless, both of them rides on the street really smooth. I probably will take this one on Bullet GT off-road to test out as well. So GT comes with nicer fork, hydraulic. It's a crown fork, and it comes with a adjustment on this side, load adjuster right here, so you can adjust the load so it will be softer or stiffer. And on this side it comes with it's hard to see, it comes with a locking mechanism, so it will lock in your fork if you need it. With a Bullet it's just basic, there's no adjustment, so you don't really have to do anything. So better fork on GT, which is really worth to go with if you decide if you need it off-road or on bumpy roads. Also the motors, they might look exactly the same size as on both models, they look exactly the same size, but on the Bullet it's 500 watt and on GT it's 750. Bullet can go up to 25 miles. If you update the controller, they're gonna send you a controller with the first batch. The second batch is supposed to go up to 25 miles on throttle only, already out of the box, just need to change the settings. With Bullet GT, once you change the settings, it can go about 28.5 miles per hour with me on top, and I weigh 215 pounds. I test both of them. This one currently going about 20 miles on throttle only, and with GT I was getting actually up to 29 miles, surprisingly. With my daughter, with total weight was 274 pounds I believe, we was making about 26 miles easily. I didn't go higher speed, she was scary, but both of them accelerate very quickly, so you will feel this difference versus to other bicycles. Both of them, regardless of which one you choose, a lot of fun to ride because they accelerate much quicker than many other bicycle I tested, so that makes a lot of fun to ride as well. Position, your sitting position about the same exactly, even the handlebar, as you can see, about the same. The only difference you will notice, the grips. It comes with a vegan leather like grips over here on the GT with thumb throttle and 7-speed Shimano shifter, and it comes with a larger display which is brighter. Also it comes with hydraulic disc brakes. Over here is the oil, so it's controlled by oil. When you're pressing, it's kind of softer to brake, much softer to brake, and it's better brakes, 160 millimeters brakes. With Bullet you got the same handlebar about, but you got full throttle. It feels like rubbish, and it's full throttle, so basically you need to turn full throttle in order to start to ride it. Okay, so like motorcycle. And it's nice grip as well, there's no problem with that. Mechanical brakes, so it's pulling the, over here you can see most likely it will pull like just wire and just brake as also not bad brakes for 25 miles. If you're planning to modify them faster, then you would better to go with a hydraulic, because hydraulic always give you better braking. So it comes with a little bit smaller display, and same 7-gear Shimano shifter, and looks like the same derailleur on both of the bikes, exactly the same, and same chain, looks like the same cranks on both of them. The pedals the same, but I updated to over here, as you can see, red shift. They're cool pedals. They're probably sleeping right now, or maybe I turned them off. They actually can blink and very visible at night, 3 different modes. So if you want to show off or to have better visibility at night, real nice pedals. You can check link in the description They do have some sales as well. I'll post link in description. So that's a difference. Biggest difference: the battery, the motors, the speed, and the suspensions. From my personal experience, which one is better? I would say depend on your budget and what you're looking for. If you're a student looking for just commute from home to school or to work, the Bullet should do the fine, and you're gonna have a lot of fun because you're gonna get up to 25 miles with pedaling on throttle only. 25 miles once you update the controller, and I'm gonna make a video how to update it. It should be very simple. The controller should be over here. You just plug and play. Should be super easy and simple. If it's worth to go with GT and pay extra $400, I believe yes. I would say yes. It's worth the money because not only you get better fork, better battery, rear suspension, a larger motor, more torque, and I did test it on the mountain, like in a hill area. So actually the performance of this 500-watt motor outperform many bikes. I just tested 1000-watt motor, and it was going uphill at the same speed, 6 miles an hour on the top. The GT was about 8 miles, so it's a little bit faster going uphill. So if you have a lot of hills in your area, so you might want to go with GT model as well. So GT, it does have a lot of torque versus to Bullet. It does have a nice softer front suspension, rear suspension, and the speed is higher. So the brakes are better. You're getting a better deal, of course, with Bullet. If you're looking for budget bike, you do have a manual tail light, so you have to turn it on manually over here. It's on battery. With GT, it's integrated over here, so it will be light up. And usually when I ride, I usually turn on all the lights so people can see it. But regardless of which one you pick, both of them fun to ride. And if you have any questions, please comment below. I have $100 off on both of them. Check the link in description. I think that right now they're out of stock, but by the time the video come out, maybe they will have it. And if people say it's not comfortable to ride, it's not true. The pedaling, it's just fine as any other e-moped style bike you're gonna pedal. I notice even with larger frame, you're gonna have the same pedaling experience. So any e-moped style bikes would be about similar pedaling experience. It would not be perfect. It would not be something you want for pedaling, but you can do it most likely. And the people can fit, like, I think 5'5" to 6 feet tall. I think both of them should be just fine. I'm 5'11", and I feel really good on them. It rides really good, and you can put child in front of you, maybe your girlfriend, and 2 people should fit them. I didn't find any pegs which I was looking for, but I am able to put my feet right over here, just on the sides, right over here on the side, while my daughter or son put their feet on the pedals. And eventually maybe I'll find the pegs and attach them as well. And thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.